praises from whom all blessings flow, giving honor to the Spirit of Christ, which is the head of my life and the head of the church. It's 2:56 in the morning. Guess the time I went to bed? Maybe about an hour ago. But God wakes me up. And when he wakes me up, I tell him, thank you. Thank you for your mercy. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for your love and kindness. Because some people didn't wake up this morning, but God gave me an opportunity to wake up, and I just want to tell God, thank you. Also, I want to give honor to the Spirit of Christ, which is the head of my life and also the head of the church. The church that I belong to, I give God glory and honor that I am a part of, Mount Irad Ministries, where the Honorable Cynthia and Coleman Martin, apostles, reign, rule, and abide. They're getting ready to go. Well, apostles getting ready to go to Africa. So we're going to send them off, try to send them off with a blessing, if anything. I unfortunately have not been able to bless him with that, but that is something God is dealing with me with. I want to talk today with you with the word of expectation. Last night, the expectation took over me. I expected something to happen, but it didn't. But you know what? It didn't matter. It becomes anger when people see me in their presence, and I won't leave them alone. And I'm talking about my son. But my son has been my headache always. But he's also been my biggest supporter, cheerleader, everything in my life. And I wrote him a letter saying, oh, don't worry about it, such and such, such and such, such and such. But then I woke up this morning and I said, I'm sorry. Because you know what? He does do a lot for me. He does more for me than the most average child would. He shows up when I need him. He has been amazing presence in my life. And to tell him how I felt last night was ridiculous, and I apologize. But again, he angry. He like, why are you in here, bro? Leave me alone. You see me in here. Leave me alone. Why do you always have to do that? And I do. I go in there and I check on him. I pray over him. I do things that he doesn't understand. A mother's love is unconditional. And when you're wrong, you apologize. Now, let's talk about apologizing. I want to just hit on that apologize. Apology is about you. Sometimes we harbor a lot of things and don't apologize for them. Me, I'm going to give you an example. I am unapologetically anointed. What does that mean? That means I don't care what you think about me. I don't care about the look on my face. I don't care if you listen to this or not, because God called me to do something. He woke me up at 2:48. Now it's almost 3 o'clock. I have a routine that I do. I'm cooking, preparing myself for today, making sure I have breakfast. I've taken all the meds that I need to take because I have a routine that God has given me. I'm waiting on the water to get hot so I can take a shower, because that's what I do. I get out of his way. So when he wakes up, does what he has to do, I've already finished and moved on and doing what I need to do. But God gives me that wake-up call at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm sorry, he does. He wakes me up regardless of how much sleep I have. I'm up. I have a plan, and I'm moving. What people don't understand is Yolanda's been a hairdresser for a long time. I graduated high school. I don't need to pay nobody to do my hair. Really, I don't. Y'all really grasp the concept that I dye my own hair sometimes if I feel like it. I also have the ability to twist my own hair. I don't use the clips because I don't like those. I use, what people don't know is I use bobby pins. Because bobby pins, to me, are more neater and they feel softer on my head and I can sleep with no problem. But I retwisted my hair last night. I don't need anyone to do something. I have a plan. I do it myself. And this lock journey, my hair is going to take forever. When I say forever, to lock up. But guess what? There is something I can do that I can do myself and don't have to worry about nobody else doing it for me. And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to do something to my hair that needs to be done that I can do myself. It's called interlocking. If you know how to interlock your hair, left, right, up, down, bam, and you know what you're doing, you don't need anyone to do your hair. And my hair needs to be interlocked. So that's why I said I can do my own hair. I paid somebody $80 to twist my hair. Am I crazy? Am I stupid? I know how to use a comb and twist my own hair. I used to do my daughter's hair when she had dreads. My son, when he had dreads. That's why I said sometimes your apologies, sometimes you don't need to apologize. But when you're wrong, you do. And when you apologize, you sincerely mean it. And if they don't receive it, so what? Don't care. I talked to the gentleman upstairs. He said, I was watching you while you was talking about me. I said, you know what? She right. I am right. Shut up and stop feeding it. If your idea is to leave and move, then leave and move. I say, because you keep feeding them. But I get tired. And he says, I heard you talk about me. I ain't really take it personal because what you were saying was true. Right. You argue with so many people. You have your own battle. Stop doing things that's going to cause you grief. You know how they treated him like a little child? And this is what makes it funny. They took away the TV from this man. The TV. But you know how wise he is? He uses his phone. He can watch whatever he wants on his phone. See, God steps in. When you think you're trying to hurt people, you can't hurt the smartest person. Because the smartest person will figure out to do something you didn't even think of. You can't take his phone. You can't take his spirit. And you can't take him singing. Because like he said, I can sing my songs. I can sing whatever I want. I can watch whatever I want. And I do whatever I want. He said, these women gonna lie and say stuff about me. I say, well, remember, they lied about Jesus Christ. So them lying on me ain't nothing. I ain't even scared. We had an inspection yesterday. He didn't even know that there was an inspection that was going on. That's why I went upstairs. I say, because I told them what's wrong with my apartment. I said, and I also told him what was wrong with your apartment. He was like, I didn't even know the day was coming. She should have been there, but they wasn't there. So he had to tell him what's going on in his house. I showed him the water damage and everything. Showed him all these things that's going on in my house. And we'll see how far that goes. But again, God has me in mind. He thought kindly of me to let whoever those people were in my home, and I showed them what my problems was, and I also showed them what his problem is, and the water damage and everything that's going on. And he asked me, is the girl, the manager, property manager, aware? I said, she's aware of everything that's going on. Her and I don't speak, but she's aware of it. Quite sure. Very sure of what's going on with my apartment. And she does absolutely nothing. I've even hired a lawyer. Yeah. But he's so belligerent and very upset, very mean-spirited. He spits out venom. He don't care. He can get his money. But do I really want to give him the money? Today is Thursday. I'm going to take myself over there and I'm going to have a conversation with him. Now, what he does with this conversation, him and I can either move forward or this will be something he'll already know. But one thing I'm going to do is try. I'm never going to give up hope. but I'm going to at least try to meet this man again under circumstances which we all know can be changed by the renewing of his mind. He just needs to understand my point of view, and if he doesn't want to talk to me and he doesn't receive it, guess what? There's nothing I could do but make provisions to leave out of his domain and move on to different places. Yes, we are looking for a different place. And yes, our date is July 31st. For those who know the words of prayer, please pray that we find what we're looking for. I've been on Pangea. I've went on Chicago Craigslist, and I found 2, and I emailed them last night. And I'm going to move forward, calling Pangea back again, to make provisions for us to either move or to come to an agreement. But don't give up hope. Our hope is not lost. And sometimes you do have to lose to win. Just remember, health, wealth, and prosperity has to be your drive. Your drive. Guess what I did last night? I was up. I joined Bingo. BIGO. I had no clue what it was. I was watching one of my YouTube people. And it's another platform to communicate with people. It's another platform to put yourself out there. It's another platform to say, hey, join me. I've already got friends and stuff and people that like me and all this and all that. This is another chapter that God has allowed me to enter in, that I'm going to enter in and interact with people. I thank God for being a YouTube watcher. I watch YouTube. And I thank God for Lovely Mimi. Because Lovely Mimi, I have watched her on Love and Hip Hop. I have watched her go through her spiritual journey with her ex-husband, who kind of found out they wasn't married. I have watched her literally go from level to level to level. Now she has a boyfriend. They live in California. Mimi is excited to go to work. She hasn't been doing nails in a long time. And she finally got a job. And she tells her boyfriend jokingly, stop talking to me. I got work in the morning. Do you know that is honorable to her that she goes to this lady? She's been buying products from Zulay. I'm just going to say Zulay. Zulay products. Google it, do whatever you want. She uses Zulay products. So when she thought about getting her nails done, guess who she went to? She went to Zulay. And Zulay experienced with her, took her to a Mexican restaurant. They spent time together. But she bonded with that lady prior to meeting her. And she said, who would I go to but Zulay? And Zulay gave her a date. She got a new shop and she's in LA and she's manifesting. Her children are doing well. She had her daughter hair locked up. She finally got it done in this place in Miami. I want to go to him too. So he can do what he does to my hair. But again, he's pretty booked. But I could do things for myself. I don't really need anyone to do my hair. I could do my own hair, and that's what I do. I do my own hair, do my own facial regimens, I do my own skin rubs, I anoint my hair with oil, as you guys know. I have twisted my hair today because that's how I'm going to go out to get what I need to get, and I wear a hair covering because I'm married. And my husband is working his behind off in New York, and he's doing a lot of things. We have a scheduled trip to go to Las Vegas. I'm just waiting on him to tell me if his boss gonna let him go off, and we're gonna go in November. But this is something we are excited about. But he gonna tell his boss that he needs a vacation and he wants to take his vacation, because normally he didn't take his vacation. But this time, if he said we will go to Las Vegas, I said, of course, you already know I will have everything booked. I done already priced the amount. The flight, I have a free flight. They're just sitting there waiting on me, and Vegas can be my trip in November, December. I can book it. I have the ability to do that, and him and I will just work through it. And like he said, I want to have stuff paid off long before we even get there. And I said, that's fine, babe. I understand. And I moved by him. One thing I do love about my husband is that out of 27 years, he knows me more than anything. And when he talked about his son, he was like, first of all, your son do everything for you. You owe him an apology, and you owe me an apology because I cut the food one day. And you know what? He was right, because I was out of line with him and out of line with my son. And I owe my son an apology. And that's why I said, when you wrong, you wrong. Apologize. Be the bigger person. Because an apology isn't for them, whether they receive it or not. It's for you. It sets you free. When you can say, I'm sorry, and I forgive. Do you know how many times God told me to forgive people? But forgiveness isn't about them, whether they did or didn't do or whatever they did. God said, let it go. He said, I supply all your needs upon riches and glory. He is my resource. He is my resource. Humans are my source. But God is my resource, and I look to him. That's my belief system. I look unto the hills which come in my help. Because all my help comes from the Lord. I can repeat, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restores my foot. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed will be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. It's some prayers that you can say over yourself to change the atmosphere in your situation. But again, if you don't have the art of forgiveness in you and you don't have the ability to apologize, then you holding on to that, and you need to let that go. Because one thing grudges do, it weighs heavily on your spirit. The man has a wonderful life in New York, and I am asking him to leave New York. He's 61, still working. He done been through 2 car accidents. He has been through so much. And he got in contact with me through my friend who lives in Dallas. Now, she hasn't responded or called me or anything. I've tried to call her, no response. But the thing about me is this. It doesn't matter. I bless God for her. I bless God that he keeps her and her family together. I pray for her all the day. I still wear my sister bracelet, charm that she gave me, because she is my sister. I still have my sister, the bride, statue that I carry, and I honor her. I still have the water bottle from her wedding. Her birthday is May 15th. My mom passed on May 15th. I have 2 friends who birthdays are on May 15th, and she is one, and my other friend is Jamia Irby. But these are my close best friends. They are very close to me. Gigi and I are always on Facebook. I went and got her daughter's book, which is Tiara, her daughter. Her daughter's a mogul. And Gigi and her mama is an amazing woman in God. I thank God for Gigi's mama, Deborah Sheffield Irby. I love her because she put out the word of God regardless of who say something. And the one thing I can appreciate her is, me being a little girl, she went back to school. She was always into doing stuff. Gigi got pregnant, we was there. She let me drive her car one day, and I drove in the circle, and she was like, oh, no, baby, you can't drive. Don't drive my car. That kind of mother she was. But that's the kind of stuff I'm telling you. I love the way we grew up. I love some of the women who I can call out their names and let them know they are amazing. When you have some amazing life friends, Shakita Gibbs is another one. She lost her husband on Father's Day, but instead of she remembers him constantly. She never forgets him. He had a birthday, and we say happy birthday in heaven. But when I tell you, she has created a mogul atmosphere for her children. Her oldest son has his own business. Her middle son is going to school. And her third baby, the little one, she has a lip gloss business. Mogul minded. She got into it and she started doing stir fries and she started selling dinners and salads and honey. And Letitia Vicks is another one. Baby, she can bake a cake that'll slap your mom. These women are moguls. They move like positive black women. Celebrating a positive black woman. You know who another one is? Her name is Joy Major. Her name is Joy Lewis Major. She is my classmate's wife. She owns a boutique shop. Yolanda supports that mogul. She puts her money invested in them. Somebody stole one of my outfit products from her, and she told me I had to do it, but I did it. I filed a claim, sent it to her, and then we moved forward from there. But when I tell you, I look forward to getting clothes from her, honey, I got a collection of clothes from her. I still believe in that person. I can go on her website, pick out something to wear, put it in my bag, have my mind made up, this is what I'm going to get, and I'm done with it. It's a couple of more pieces I need, but I'm going to tell God, pick your outfit wisely. Because even my Easter outfit, honey, I wore a long shirt, and I was beautiful in that outfit. But that's what I mean about supporting black women. We fall so short by not supporting women, black women in business. I have had an LLC since 2006. They didn't give me no PPP loan because everybody else has stolen it. Womply, I gave it up. I said, whatever, God, it's your design, not my will, but your will. Like I said, every day that you live your life, you live it unapologetically. Don't apologize for your behavior. Apologize because it's for you. You need to apologize. You need to say, I'm sorry. If you too big to say, I'm sorry, then you are wasting your time because you are going to be weighed down with so much anger and bitterness and resentment and hurt. And all of that, you know what it do? It kills your spirit. I have a spirit of forgiveness. I gotta have a spirit of forgiveness for my husband. He stole $122,000 from me. He never helped me raise my kids. I never put him on child support either. But now we're in a different space. We're not in a different mind frame. But like I said, the art of forgiveness had to come from me. I had to be the person to say, what happened? How you feeling? How's your day going? Miss you, love you. Still love the man because he knows me outside of nothing else. And like I laugh and say, he got holes in different area codes. Excuse the word hole, but he does. And he was like, well, if I come to Chicago, da-da-da-da-da-da, I'm like, okay, well, that's on you. I know he wants to move to Houston. I sent him properties about Houston, how much it's going to cost. He saw that. Maybe he knows now. If Houston is where we're going to stay, we're going to stay. You want a 6-bedroom house? I'm fine with it. I got friends in Houston. I'm not worried about that. If Houston is where we land, Houston is where we land. But like I said, he's the force that drives it all. He is the head of my life, and he is the reason why I wear my covering. And I do wear a wedding ring. And we have intentions on buying wedding rings. But at this point in time, if he doesn't, whenever he does it, he does it. I'm not going to base my opinion on a ring. I'm going to base the on a secret that No matter what I do, it's my choice. My choice. Not my son's choice, not anyone else's choice, my own. Because that's my belief system. So, I want to say wealth, health, and prosperity to all y'all. See y'all on Bigo. If y'all ever see me, just chime in and look, because I'm there too. And I'm going to promote Salvation for the Sinner there too, because it's a new platform and I'm just learning it, and I thank God for it. But again, wealth, health, and prosperity is always what I wish for you. Have a blessed and wonderful Thursday. Happy Thursday. I know the date now. It's Thursday. Yesterday was Wednesday. Today is Thursday. So have a blessed Thursday. And whatever you do, remember, apologize. Because forgiveness is about you, not the other person. That's a nugget for you. Be blessed. Bye.